All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's roll. $1.50. $1.50. 53, we get 2.5, 5, 55, and now 57, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 60, we get 2.5, good with 2.5, we get 2.5, we get 5, and 65, and 65, 65, 65, 65, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 750, and 67.5, good with 67.5, good with 67.5 here, given 165.1. 50, 2.5, you get 2.5, you get 2.5, you get 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, you get 2.5, you get 5, you get 5, you get 5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, John, you're out, 67, 70, and now 70, you get 70, you get 2.5, you get 72.5, 5, and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 750, and 77.5, you get 77.5, going to be 77.5 here, great, 175.10. 50, we get 2.5, and 2.5, we get 2.5, we get 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, we get 2.5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 7.5, 70, now 70, and now 70, we get 2.5, 72, 50, now 1, 3, and 73, 75, 75, 77, 75, 77, 75, we get 7, and 75, we get 77, now 7, now 7, sold 175, grade 10. Blue cow, 35, and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, 40, and 40, we get 2.5, 42, 55, and 45, 47, and 47, and 47, and 47, 50, and 40, we get 50, and now 52, going to be 2.5, we get 2.5, going to be 51, and 50, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, S, 150 on 4X. 150, 2.5, you get 2.5, you get 2.5, you get 55, 57, going to be 60, you get 2.5, you get 5, you get 5, you get 5, 7.5, 7.5, 70, and now 70, you get 70, 2.5, 71, 73, 75, 75, 77, and 75, you get 77, 5, and 77, 75, going to be 77, canvas 175, 3. Pretty good right there. Did you have a good weekend? Yeah? Eh.
I took a 14-hour road trip with my father.
14 hours. Go to Wrigley Field?
What?
Go to Wrigley Field?
No, went to down by San Angelo.
Daughter. $5, and 105, good to be 105, good to be 110, 15, and 20, good to be 120, and 20, 23, good to be 20, 23, good to be 120, good to be 125, and 25, 22, 50, and 20, we get 2.5, good to be 20, we get 2.5, good to be 20, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, good to be 2.5, 5, and 27, 27, 27, good to be 27.5 here, Catus, 125X. Buy some sheep. $10, 110, 10, 12 of a van, going to be 112 of a van, 15, and 20, and 5, 30, we get 30, and 2 and a half, 35, 37 of a van, 37 of a van, 37 of a van, 37 of a van, going to be 37, 50 to 40, and 40, 40, then 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 5, and 45, 47 of a van, 47 of a van, 50, $1.50, then 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 7 of a van, 57 of a van, 57 of a van, 60, and now 60, we get 8, 9, going to be 9, we get 9, going to be 9, going to be 9, 60, and now 1, and now 1, to get 1, to get 1, to get 1, 2, going to be 2, we get 2, now 3, we get 3, and 2, we get 3, going to be 2, we get 3, going to be 2, we get 3, great, 162.5. $120, and 2 and a half, and 20, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 20, 5 here, 27 of a van, 27 of a van, 30, we get 30, then 30, then 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 35, 37 of a van, 37 of a van, 37 of a van, 40, and 40, 40, 40, then 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 5, and 45, 45, you get 5, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 40, we get 7 of a van, going to be 8, now 9, now 9, you get 48, now 9, 49, $48, 9, and now 9, going to be 9, we get 9, going to be 9, going to be 9, 9, so 148, great, 5X. Daughter 5, and 105 here, good to be 105, we get 5, 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 now 5 here, 105, $105 here, 105, 10, good to be 110, good to be 15, now 20, and 25, 20 here, good to be 125 here, 25, you get 25, and 25, 25, 25, good to be 125, good to be 125, now 25, we get 5, we get 5, 125, S, 120, 9. Yep. You low and ready for slow start? No. Neither is mine. Mm. 135, yeah, 35, 35, 37, 49, 2 and a half, 45, 47, 50, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 52, 50, now 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, 8, 9, going to be 9, 60, and 1, and 1, going to be 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 63, 64, 5, and 5, and 5, here, gray, 164, 5. Finally crash about noon. I've done it. 55, 55, 55, 7, 60, and now 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, now 65, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, and now 70, we get 2 and a half, what about 1, 71, 72, 71, 2, 3, and 73, 73, 72, and 3, 73, 74, 74, 74, 73, 4, and 74, Jeffy out, 74, and 73, 74, 74, 74, 73, we get 4, 73, we get 4, 73, we get 4, S, 173, 5.
Good productive calls.
55, yeah, 55, 55, 55, 7, 57, 62, and a half, 65, 7, 70, we get 71, and 70 now, 1, 2, 71, we get 2, and 3, we get 3, 73, 72, 3, and 72, 73, we get 3, we get 3, 72, we get 3, 4, and 74, 75, 75, 75, 75, 74, we get 5, and 74, and 5, we get 5, 74, and 5, here, given 1, 174. But you cut all your hair off? Like a lot? Like a lot? Yes. It looks short. I was sick of it. Looks good. 55, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, now 60, we get 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 67, and 70, and 2 and a half, and 72 and a half, 75, 75, 77, 77, go to 80, and now 80, what about 8, 78, 78, 78, 78, 78, give 8, S, 177, 54X. S, 4X. Start the 16th.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah. No. They're in Boulder, Oklahoma. 4 and 6 year olds are open, guys. Here, $1.50. $1.55, and 55, and 55, now 62 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 72 and a half, 72, 55, and 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 750, and 77 and a half, and 80 there, going to be 80 and a 5, here going to be 85 and 90, and $1.90, we get 95, 95, 95, 95, now 2, and 95, going to be 2, we get 2, going to be 95, we get 205, going to be 205, going to be 205, and 205, and 205, we get 5, 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 here, $2. Flying B on number 1, maybe? 4. Number 4.
10 years old, 6 and 7 months.
10 years old. They are 6 and 7 months bred. Heavy red cow. 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, not 2, 21, 2, and half 3, we get 4, 24, 5, 24 and a half, and 24, 50, and 20, we get 4 and a half, now 5, and 25, 25, 25, going to be 25, 2,500, and 20 and 500, going to be 25, 50, and 25 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 25 and a half, going to be 2,600, and 26 and a half, and 26 and a half, here, half and a half, going to be 26 and a half, 7, and 27 and a half, and 27 and a half, going to be 27 and a half, going to be 27 and a half, going to be 27.50, and Andy Rat, 27.50, and 27 and a half, how 8, and 28 and a half, going to be 28 and a half, going to be 28.50, and 28 and a half, route again, Andy, and 28 and a half, going to be half here, going to be 28 and a half, going to be 28.50, and 28 and a half, $1, going to be 28 and a half, bit of a half here, going to be 28, going to be half here, going to be half. Chris, 2,800 on number 16. Older cows and shortbred guys are older cows are 3 and 4 months bred. Here, $1.50, $1.50, 2 and a half, and 5, and 55, and 55, 57, and 57, and going to be 60, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 70, and now 70, we get 70, we get 70, we get 71, and 70, 71, 71, 71, 71, 2, 71, 2, 2, 3, and 73, 74, 74, 5, and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, going to be 174, now 5, and 75 here, 76, 176, 77, and now 77 of 8, 178, now 9, you get 9, and 78, going to be 9, 79, 179, 178, get 9, 179, sold 178, Chris, 15. $1.78. Okay, we'll do, William. 8 to 10 year old cows.
Yes, sir.
All open, 8 to 10 years old. $1.50, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, 57, going to be 60, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 5, and 3, 5, 7, and 67 now, going to be 69, going to be 67, going to be 9 now, 67 now 9, and now 7, going to be 9, 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 so 167 Booker straight. $1.50, now 1, and 51, and 51, and 51, here, now 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 250, and 52 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 2 and 5, and 55, 57, and 57, going to be 60, we get 60, going to be 62 and a half, going to be 2 and a 5, and 5, and 3, 4, 63, 4, 65, and 5, 600, and 5, 600, here, 6, 7, and 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 67, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, we get 7, here, going to be $7, we get 7, here, Booker, 166 on number 11.
Yes.
What's the ages here, fellas?
Okay.
6 year olds? 6 to 9 years old. $52 and a half. You get 2.5. You get 2.5. You get 5. And 55 and a half. 55, 57 and 57 60. You get 2.5. 9, 2 and 5. And you get 5. And you get 5. 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 You get 2.5. You get 7. And 67. $66. And you get 5. You're going to be $66. There you're 7. And 7. And 7. And 7. And 7. You're going to be $8. Here you're going to be 7. Bid 8. And how 7. Going to be $8. Going to be 68. And how 7. Going to be $8. Going to be 7. Going to be 8. Here you're going to be 7. Going to be 8 here. Booker 167. Here's some bred cows. Older cows are heavy bred.
They're not that old.
Well,
6 to 8 years old.
6 to 8 years old. Who are we working on here, Lynn? Brandon Clark, guys, and they're heavy bred. 6, 7, 8-year-old cows, and they're heavy bred. 2,500. 25, yeah, 25, and 25, 25, 25, 600, and 25, going to be 6, 7, and 7 of 8, 27, 7, 7, 7, 9, 3, and 25, 3, and 1, and 31, 100, 31, 31, 32, 32, 32, now 3, and 33, 4, 34, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 34, 5, and 35, 600, and 35, going to be 600, go to half, 35, 50, and 35 of 5, 35 of 5, 35 of 5, 35, 50, and 35 of 5, going to be 35, 50, sold, 3,500, Andy LaFoe. Goodbye, Andrew. Ages 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Thank you, guys. 150 and 255 and 55 and 57 and 57 and 60 and now 60. We get 1 and to get 1 and to get 1 to get 1 to get 1 to get 2. We get 2. We get 2. Now 3. We get 3 and 3 4 and to get 4 and 3. We get 4 5 and to get 5 to get 6 quarter and 65 66 out of there. Here 5 going to be 6 and to get about 6 7 and 6 7. Hey and how hey daughter and how hey going to be 7 going to be hey daughter going to be 7 going to be 8 here so 167. Cabin is 3. Six to 10-year-old cows, some of them crippled. All going to go. 120. 125, and 25, we get 30, we get 5, we get 40, we get 5, now 45, 45, you get 5 here, 45, 2.5, 42, 50, and 40, we get 2.5, going to be 40, we get 2.5, going to be 40, we get 2.5, going to be 2.5, we get 2.5, going to be 2.5, going to be half. Given 140. X.
Was he not bidding? Did you not bid?
You me take him?
Go again.
I got a pasture. $120.
Free sell.
25, 30, 5. 135. You're out. 102, 25. 35, 37 and a half. Total 135. D1. You're welcome. I feel pretty good today, if you can tell. What you got, Ricardo? Older cows are all open. 52 and a half, 2.5, 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, going to be 60, we get 2.5, 5, and get 5, 65, and get 5, 3, 4, 63, 64, and 3, 4, 5, and get 5, and get you bidding? 6, you knew it's coming, 7, 7. 67, 66, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7 here, and 7 here, Booker, 166 on number straight. We're just here to please, Rob, make everybody happy when they leave the building.
22? I'll have to double check it's going out. 1, 2, 3.
Working on Bill Blood's cows here, 135 and 35 and 35 and 37 and 40 and 2.5, 45, 47 and 52 and 55 and 55, 57 and 57 and 60 and now 60 here one. As it get one, has it get one, two, group two, group two, group 61, 2, 3 and 3, 4, and as it get one, it got 3, group 4, 3, group 4, 3, group 4, 63, 64, 5, as it get 5, 6 as it get 5, group 66 down 5, 6, 65, 66 as it get 5, group 66 here, group 6, Cavernous 165. She's a 6 by 5. Here's Ledbetter. Pop load of these cows, guys. Here's Ledbetter cows. Bred red Angus or semi bull. Red Angus or semi bulls are bred too. 5 to 6 years old. Or 5 months bred.
44, 59, and 64.
She got a good enough bag, that red cow. 2,000, 2,100, 21, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 2,200, and 21, 23, and 23 together, group 23 together, group 23 together, group 23 and 3, and 22.50, and 22 and a half online, you're out, 22.50, and 22.53, and 23 and a 3, 23, 23 and a half, 23 and a half, 23.50, and 23 and a half, 4, and 2,400, group 24, group 24, group 24, group 24, group 2,400 online, 2,400, and 23.50 in the 4, Roy, and 2,400, and 2,400, group 24, group 24, 24, 24, 24, 2,400, and 2,400. Sold 23.50. Bailey Denny. They're going to be 8 to 10 years old. They're 6 and 7 months bred, guys. Bred to red Angus or Simmental bulls. Red Angus or red Simmental bulls here. 2,000. 2,082 heavy red guys, and 2001 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 50 and 21 and 21 21 2 and 2,200 about here, 2,200 about here, 22 group 2 bit of 2 group 2,200 and 2,200 group 22 group 2250 and 22 and a half group 22 and a half group 2250 handy you're out 2250 and 23 and 23 350 and 23 and a half group 23 and a half group 2354 and 24 24 24 24 2400 and 2400 group 24 and a half and 24 and a half group 24 and a half now 5 and 2500 550 2500 2550 and 25 and a half group 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 2550 and 25 and a half now 6 and 2600 5 and a half group 2600 5 and a half group 2600 5 and a half group 2600 sold them 2550 Andy LaFoe. 8 to 10 years old, they're 2 to 5 months. 8 to 10 years, 2 to 5 months, daughter 20. 125 and 30. Now 32 and a half, 5. 35. 35 and 35, 35, 37 and 37 and 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 5. And 45, 47 and 47 and 47 and 50. And 50, you get 51. And 51, 51, 2, 1, 2, 3, 52, 3, 4, 54, 54, 5. And 55, 55, 55, 55, 6. And 55, going to be 6, 7. And 57, and 7 away, 57 away, 57 away, group of 9, group of 9, 60. And 9, 61. And 1, has 1, 1, 2, group of 2, 61, 2, 3, and 4. And 4, 3, 4, group of 3, 4, group of 3, 4, 63, 64, 4, 3, group of 4, 3, 4. Gray, 163, 15. Check for crippled, please. Eight-year-old, 5 months bred. Check for the worst one. 8-year-old or 5 months bred, guys. Bag's okay. Just weigh him. Just weigh him. $1.50. $52 and a half. $52 and a half. 2 and a half. 5 and 55 and 55. 7 57 57 57 57 55 57 60 and now 61 as you get 1 2 group of 2 61 2 and now 2 group of 2 3 3 and 4 and now 3 4 group of 3 4 63 64 and 3 4 3 4 4 and 3 4 and 3 4 Chris 163 55. 7 to 10s are open. $1.50. $1.52 and a half, and 52 and a half, and 5, and 55 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 57 and a half, 60 and a half, 62 and a half, and 2 and 5, and 65, 7 and a half, 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 67 and a half, and 66, 7, and 67, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 66. What are we waiting on, guys? Ah.
Hello? Hello? Yeah.
67, 68, now 9, 70.
Hello?
All three of you guys are out. 170.
Yes. Yes.
Booker, 169. 6 to 10 years old guys here, 135 and 35 and 37 to 5, 42 and a half, 45, 47 to 5 and a half, 52 and a half, 55 and 57 to 5, 57 to 5, going to be 60 and 1, and zig 1, zig 1, zig 2, going to be 2, 2, 61, 2, 61, 2, and now 3, going to 2, going to be 3, going to 2, going to be 61, 2, 3, and now 3, going to 3, going to 4, and zig 3, going to 4, 5, and zig 5, zig 5, zig 5, zig 5, zig 5, zig 5, 6 quarter, and zig 5, 66 out of there, 5, going to be 6, and zig 5, 66 out of there, 5, 6, Kevin is 165. Nothing. Two and open. 2-year-old are open. 225 and 225 30 and 25 to get 230 and 25 235 to get 35 to get 40 to get 5 to get 50 now 5 55 60 265 to get about 72 70 275 and 75 75 75 75 80 and 285 going to be 85 85 85 85 85 85 85 85 285 and 285 85 85 85 you give 85 sold 280 Chris 7 X 280. Nine to 10, White House. Circle Y. That's Day in their ear. Chad Day. Okay, count them out, guys. Split draft. $1.50, not 2.5, 50, we get 2.5, 5, and 55, 55, 75, 57, about 61, and zig 1, 2, we get 2, we get 3, we get 4, 4, 5, and zig about 6 and 66, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, going to be $68, and now 7, going to be $8, going to be 7, going to be 8 here, going to be 7, going to be 68, and now 750, and 67, 7, going to be 67, and going to be 67, and a half here, now half here, so 167 on Cavanis, 3. What's her story? Yes, sir. On her left hip. Pull her off. Got a spot on her left hip. This cow's a 5-year-old. She's 2 months bred. Who give $1,000? 10, 1100, and 10, 11, yeah, 10, 11, 10, 11, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 11, 11, 1,000, 1112, and 12, and 13, 13, 13, 14, 15, and 15, 1600, and 17, 17, could be 18, bit of 18, could be 17, bit of 18, could be 17, 18, and 17, bit of 18, could be 17, bit of 18, could be 17, could be 18, mass 17, could be 1800, sold 1700. Chris Straight. I got one for you later. 8-year-old, she's open. 130. 135, and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, we get 35, buck 30, and 30, we get 30, we get 30, 120, and 122 and a half, and 20, and 2 and a half, group 20, we get 2 and a half, group 20, 255, and 27 and 27 and 27 and 2750, and 27, 7 and group 27 and group 27 and group 27 and a half, your ass, 125, 4X. Number 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 57, 7, 7, 7, 87, 57, split draft. Splits today. It was getting along pretty good. I sure think the mother cows are worth a lot more than these. Let's sell them. Let's sell those.
Do you have the numbers?
You have to get the numbers though. Let's sell those 15 out there that weigh 1235. You'll just have to go keep them in a separate pen and get their tag numbers. Weigh 1235 on them 15 out there. 155 and 55 and 55, 67, 57, 57, 7, going to be 61. And zig 1, zig 1, zig 1, zig 1, zig 161. And zig 1, has zig 1, zig 1, zig 1, zig 1, zig 1, 2, going to be 2, now 2, jig 2, 61, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 3, and 2, 3, we get 3, now 3, 4, and 3, 4, we get 3, we get 4, now 3, and 4, 63, 64, and 3, 4, we get 3, 4, 3, going to be 3, we get 4, going to be 3, and 4. So 163 on Cavadas, 163. Keep them on a separate pin.
Be quiet. What's the red cow on that side? Back tag number. 289. Don't move. Please. 32, 81, 78, 38.
94. 62, 94.
Hold on, hold on. 15. I mean, shoot.
How many you got here? 17?
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
135, 35, and 37 and 42 and a half, 45, 47 and 47 and a half, 50, and 50 and 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, whatever 1, 51, 2, 51, 2 and a 3, 53, 54, 55, 56, 55, 6, 7, and 57 of 7 of 7 of 7 of 9, going to be 9, 60, and now 60 there, going to be 9, 60, going to be 9, 1, and to get a 1, 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, 61, 62, 3, and 3, 4, and now 3, going to go 4, and 3, and 4 here, about the same, now 3, 4, and now 3, going to go 4, going to be 3, 4, 5, and to get a 600, and to get about 6, 65, 66 dollar, and to get about going to be 66 out of there, going to be 6, Booker, 165, 11, 165.
I think so. As long as they're all 62.
I was trying to make you guys happy, and y'all seemed like y'all wanted to keep them separate.
Did it work? Did you make more money?
About the same. $135, 35, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, to get 2 and a half, 45, 7 of hand, 47 of hand, 47 of hand, 47, 50, and 40, to get 7 of hand, 7 of hand, 7 of hand, 7 of hand, 47 of hand, 47 of hand, 47 of hand, 45, 47, here, going to be half, gray, 145, 3. Two years, 8 months bred, 2,000, 2,100, 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 23, and 23, 4, and 5, and 25, 600, 25, 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7 of 8, 800, 27 of 8, 27, 809, and 9, going to be 20, going to be 9, 3, and 3,000, going to be 3,000, going to be 3,000, now 1, and 31, 32, 32, 32, and now 3, and 33, 33 out of line, 3,300, and 33, 33, 33, 33, 3,300, and 33, 33, 33, 32, going to be 3, going to get 3, going to get 3, going to get 3, 33, 33, 33, going to get 3, sold 3,200. What's that name? Schweitzer, that's right. Yeah, Schweitzer. S. What do you got here, guys? 4 years old. She's 6 months bred. 2,000. 2,100, 25, and 21, 21, 21, 2, 22, 22, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23, 4, and 24, 5, and 2,500, 26, 107, and 27 of 8, 27 of 8, going to be 9, 29, going to be 29, 3, and 3,000, 29, 3, 29, 3, 29, 3,000, 3, and now 1, and 31, 31, 31, 31, 2, and 32, 33, 33, 33, 32, 3, and 33, 33, 33, you're out on line, 3,300, and 3,300, 32, 3, and 33, 33, 33, 33, sold her, 3,200, Chris 3. Here's a 10-year-old cow here, got $1.50. Now 1, 50, 51, 50, now 1, 2, now 2, 3, 4, 5, 56, 7, and 57 of 8, 57 of 8, 7 of 8, 7 of 8, 7 of 8, 57 of 8, $58, and 57, going to be 50, hey, now 57, going to be 50, hey, 9, now, going to be $9, 9, and now $9, going to be 9, 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 and 9, book, 158, nothing. 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, now 1, now 2, we get 3, 53, 54, 5, 55, going to be 6, 7, 7, 8, 57, 8, going to be 60, and 9, 60, now 60, 9, here's 60, and 60 there, going to be 60, here, give it 159. Ten-year-old cow here, 35, 35, and 35, 37, and 37, 40, and 2.5, 45, 47, and 47, 50, and half one, going to be 2, going to get 3, going to get 4, going to get 5, going to be 56, 7, and 57, 50 here, going to be 50 here, going to be 900, now 61, and now 2, going to get 2, down 3, going to get 3, going to get 3, going to be 2, 3, going to be 2, 3 here, gray, 162, 5. Six years old, she's 4 months. Yes, sir. 2,500 and 25, and 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 2,505 here, 25, 25, 600, and 25, 6, and 25, going to be 600, going to be 25, going to be 2600, going to be 25, 26, 7, and 7, and 7, 8, 27, 8, going to get 9, going to get 9, going to be 25, going to get 3,000, 25, going to get 3, out of line, 3, and 25, going to get 3,000, going to get 3,000, going to get 3,000, going to get 3, and 25, going to get 3,000, going to be 3, going to get 3, going to get 3, 25, going to get 3, Chris, 3, 2,900. She's 1 year old. She's 8 months bred. 2,000. 2,000, able to get 2, and 2,000, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 20, 1,500, and 15 and a half, and 15 and a half, going to be 16, able to get 17, going to be 18, able to get 19, going to be 2,000, now 2, 1, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100 here, 2,100, and 2,100, 21, yes sir, going to be 2,100 here, 21, and 2,100, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 21, 21, 2,100 here, going to be 2,100, showtime, 2,000. $1.50. $1.50, 2.5, 5, and 55, 57, about 60, and 2.5, to get 2.5, 2.5, to get 2.5, to get 2.5, to get 2.5, and 65, and 67, and 7, 7, 70, and now 72, and 72 and a half, 5, and 75 here, 77, and 77, now 80, and now 80, you give 80 there, going to be 80, now 80, now 80 here, going to be 80, now 80, so 177.50 S13. Seven years old. She's 3 months. She got a good bag. 2,000. 2,000, able to get 2, and 2,001, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, 24, 5, and 24, 5, and 24 to 5, able to get 500, 24 to 5, able to get 2,500, going to be 2,500, and 24 to 5, able to get 5, able to get 5, able to get 5 here. Chris, 3, 2,400 on number 55. $65, and it's a good five, has a good 7, 7, 7, 7, 67, 70, and now 1, 3, and 73, 71, 73, 71, 3, 75, now 5, and 75, 77, 77, 75, 77, 75, 77, and 75, 87, now 77, now 8, 178, now 9, 179, 179, now 80, 181, 181, given 180, 1. 25, 25, and 25, 27, and 25, 27, and 27, and 27, and 27, 50, and 20, 7, and 30, and 30, 2 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and 37, 50, and 30, 7 and a half, going to be 40, and 40, and 2 and a half, going to be 41, and 40, 41, 41, 41, 2, 41, 2, 41, 2, 3, and 42, 3, 4, and 44, 44, 43, 44, 43, 4, 43, 4, 43, 4, here, 42, 3, 4. D, 143 on number 1. Eight years old. She's 6 months bred. 2,000 and 2,100, 21 and 20 and 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 39, 23, 24, 24, 25 here, 25, 25, 600 and 25, 50 and 25 of the van, 25 of the van, 25 of the van, 25 of the van, going to be 2,600 and 25 of the van, going to be 26 and a half, now half, and 27 and 27 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and a half, and 27, 50 and 27 of the van, going to be 27 of the van, going to be 27, 50 and a half here now, half here, going to be half now 8, 2,800. 2,800 and 2,800 and 28, 28, 28, 28, 2,800. Chris, 27 and a half on 16. Five-year-old cow, $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 85, and 75, 70, 100, 75, 75, give 80, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, and 100, 90, 90, 85, 90, 95, 195, 2, 195, 2, 195, 2, now 5, 205, 205, and 25, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, here, sold her, $2, Flying B. What number, William? 4. Ten-year-old cow. 135, 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 50, and 37, 7, 40, 42, 42, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 47, 50, $1.52, 55, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 60, 60, 60, bit of a 60, going to be 60 here, going to be 60 there, sold 157 and a half, Booker. JS 11X. JS 11X. 9 by 5 plus, $1.50. $1.50, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, to get 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, to get 2 and a half, to get 5, 57, going to be 60, and 1, going to be 3, to get 5, going to be 65, and 3, 5, 5, to get 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 3, to get 5, 3, to get 5, 3, to get 5, 65, and 5, 9, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, sold, 163, Cavernous 5. 6-year-old cow here, $1.55, 55, 57, going to be 60, going to get 2 and a half, 67, 70, 171, 72, 71, 2, 71, 2, 71, 2, and 2, 3, 74, and 74, 73, 74, 74, 73, down 4 here, 73, 74, 74, 73, 74 here, gray, 173, 10. Eight years. She's 5 months. She's a little tender on that back. Little lame. $1.20. 125, 25, 125, to get 30, 35, 40, 145, 150, 155, and 60, $1.63, $60, 60, now 5, and to get 5, and to get 5, 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 here, going to be 165, 70, $1.75, 175, sold her 170, showtime. 8-year-old, 6 months bred, 2,000. 2,100 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 121, get 2 and 23 and 23, group of 24, group of 25, group of 2600 and 6, 7 and 7 of 8, 27 of 8, get 9 and 9 and 3, 3,000, group of 3,000, get 3 and 25, get 3, 25, get 3 and 25, get 3,000, get 25, get 3 and 3,000, get 3,000, get 3,000, get 3. Kyle, 2,900 on 24. Wait, hang on a second now, guys. She's a 10 by 6, not 8 by 6. Start her over. Start her over. Hold your gate. Hold your gate. $10 by 6, guys. 2,000. 2,000, I'm going to get 2, and 2,000, I'm going to be 2,000, I'm going to be 2,001, and 21, 21, 2, 22, 22, 23 and a half, 23 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 5, and 25 and a half, 600, 2,600, and 25 and a half, I'm going to be 2,600, and 25 and a half, I'm going to be 2,600, 5 and a half, I'm going to be 2,600, 5 and a half, I'm going to be 2,600. Sold her 25.50, Chris 16. $1.50. 8-year-old cow, $1.52 and a half, and 2 and a half, and 50, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 55, 57, 57, going to be 60, going to get 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 5, and 5, now 5, 7 and a half, and 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 67 and a half, 70, and half, 70, 70, there you're going to be 70, you're going to get 70, you're going to get 70 here, S, 167 and a half, 5. Seven-year-old cow, 61. Has it get a 1? Has it get a 1? Has it get a 1? 2, going to be 2, going to get 3, going to get 4, and 5, has it get a 5, has it get a 5, 6 quarter, and 6, 7, 8, 7, 8 now, 8 now, 9 now, 70, 171, and 70, 71, 71, 72, 72, 73, 73, 74, and 74, now 5, now 6, 75, 6, 7, and 77 of 8, 77 of 8, now 9, going to be 80, and 9, going to be 80, 9, 80, 9, going to be 80, 9, going to be 80, you give 80, and 9, 80 here, having us 3, 179. 120. Get a little watery eye. 120. 125 and 25 and 30 and 5 and 35, 35, 32 and a half, 32, 50 and 30, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half, you bid drive 35 and 35, 37 and 37 to 40 and half 40, 142 and a half, going to get 2 and a 5 and 45, 45, 47 and 47 and 47 and now 50, $1.53, going to get 50, going to get 50, going to get 50 down, 50 there, going to be 150 and 50, 50 there, going to get 50, going to get 50, going to get 50, going to get 50, going to get 50 here, give it 147.50. Seven-year-old cow here at $1.62 and a half, and 2 and a half, going to get 5, now 7 and a half, now 72 and a half, 75, 75, 75, half 3, 73, 2 and a half, 3, and 72 and a half, 3, 4, and 74 and a half, 75, 75, 76, 77, and 77, going to get 77, going to get 77, going to be 77, going to get 7, sold, 176 given. No bulls, sold them all earlier this year. You're welcome. One and open, 220, 225, and 225, and 25, 25, 25, 25, and 30, 230, 235, and 35, it'll get 240, 245, it'll get 45, it'll be 250, and 255, and 55, 60, it'll be 265, and Antonio out, 265, 265, and 265, here, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, here, Ricardo, 260. $55, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 50, and 50, 7, 60, and down to it, you get 62 at a high, you get 2 and 5, and you get a 5, and has a get a 5, and 5 here, 65, and you get a 5, and has a get a 5, 7 and a half, 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 67 and a half, D, 165, 1. Here's the bull. $85. Your $85 here. Going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 87, 90. And how do you get 2 and a hand, 92.50. And how do you get 2 and a hand, 95. And 95, 95, 95, 93, 93, 4, 93, 4, 93, 4. And 93, 4, you get 94, 93, 4, 93, 4, 93, 4, 193, 7. Hope so. $65, and it's get a 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 70, 172 and a half, 72 and a half, 75, and 75, 77 and a half, 77, 50, and now 80, 2 and a half, 82, 50, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, group of 85, group of 85, here's sort of 182, 50, hole 7. Dayton County guys, 3 and 4 year old, and they are open. $2. $2, now 2, and $2, now 2, good to do $150, $55, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, $55 here, 155, 60, and now 5, and zig 5, and zig 5 here, 60, 70, and 175, 75, 75, 75, 175, online you're out, 175, and 75, give 80, and 180 there, 75, 80, 75, 80, 75, give 80, 175, go to be 80 now, 80 here, so 175, flying B4. 8 to 10, they're open here, 150, 150, 2 and a half, and 50, now 2 and a half, group 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, group 60, now 1, and they get 1, now 2, group 2, group 2, now 3, 3, now 2, 3, 62, now 3, and 2, 3, 3, group 2, 3, here, Booker, 162, 11. 8 to 10 years old. They're 4 and 5 months. Deep Fork cattle guys are 4 and 5 months bred. Older cows, I'm going to weigh them to you, $1.50. $1.55, and 55, and 55, and 55, 55, 60, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, 170, 172 and a half, 72, 50, and 70, 2 and a half, 5, and 75, 75 here, 75 here, 75 here, 75, 77, 77, now 80, 182 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 85, 87, 87, 90, and 190, now 2 and a half, 195, 195, 2, now 5, 205, 210, and 210, and 210, 210, 210, 210, year third. 210, 210, 210. Sold 205. Chris 16X. $9 to 10 years old. They're 5 months bred. $1.50. $1.50, 2 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 57, going to be 60, and 2 and a half, 250, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 1, 3, and half 3, 3, 61, now 3, and 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, so 161 Booker. JS, 20X. Open cast. $1.50, 2 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 250, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 50, 250, and 5, and 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 60, now 60, now 60, and 1, and zig it 1, has it get 1, zig it 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 1, 2, going to be 2, 3, and 4, and half 4, and half 3, zig it 5, and zig it 5, and has it get 5, zig it 5, 600, and 66, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 67, and now hey sir, going to be 8, now. Down high, going to be 9, hot, going to be 9 here, going to be 9, hot, going to be 9 here. So 168, gray 5. Six, 7-year-old cows here, $1.60. Now 1, as it get 1, as it get 1, as it get on 2, good 2, good 2, good 3, good 4, now 4, 5, as it get 5, as it get 5, as it get 5, 600, and 6600, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, now, hey, sir, now 9, and now, good 9, 70, 71, and 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, now 1, and 77, $1, here's 71, 71, 71, $1, here's hold 170, given 1. Older cows are open. 135, and 35, and 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 140, and 40, 2 and a half, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 50, 50 down 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 60 there, 8, 9, and now 9 here, 60, and 1 here, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 5, and 6, and 66 here, 5, 66 out of there. 5, 6, Booker 165.11. Eight to 10 years old, open cows. $1.51, 51, 55, 55, 52, 53, 5, 7, 57, 9, going to be 61, 3, 3, and 2, 3, and 3, 3, 64, 63, 64, now 5, and it's going to 5, 600, and it's going to 5, 66 here, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, how $8, and now 7, going to be 8, here, going to be 7, but 8, here, going to be 7, $8, and now you give 8, 68, now 9, and now 9, going to be 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 9, and 9, so 168, Booker 11. 10-year-olds. There's 6-7 months. 10-year-old cow, 6-7 months bred. 2,000, 2,100, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 200, and 25, going to be 23, and 23, going to be 24, going to be 25, going to be 2600, now 7, and 27, and 7, and 7, and 7, 26, 7, and 26 and a half, and a half, and a half, and a half, and 26 and a half here, half here, going to be 2650, and 26 and a half here, half here, Chris, 2,600 on 16. All 2-year-olds and they're open. You get $2.
1 plus 2.
205. 205, and 25, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, 10, it'll get 210, it'll get 15, 220, 225, and 25, 25, 225, and 2 and a quarter, and 25, it'll get 30, 230, 230, 230, and 25, it'll get 30, 25, it'll get 235, and 35, 40, and 245, 245, 50, and 255, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 255, and 55, you're out on line, 255, 255, 55, and 255 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, gigabyte, 255, sold. 250, Chris, 7X. You want to try them one more time? Thought about it, though. Maybe one.
Maybe one.
Five and sixes are open. $1.50. $1.50, 250, and 2 and a half, it'll get 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 2 and a half, 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, gigabyte, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 1, and now 2, it'll get 2, it'll get 3, it'll get 3, it'll get 4, 64, 65, 65, 600, and 67, and 75, 75, 75, it'll get 9, now on the hind you get 9, 169, 70, and 72 and a half, 75, and 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 750, and 70, it'll get 77 and a half, you're out of line, now 80, 82, 55, 85, 87, 87, 87, 87, 87, 50 to 90, 190, 2 and a half, 192 and a half, 192 and a half, you're out of line, 92, 50, 95, 197 and a half, 197.50, now $2. 97 and a half, 2, and 97 and a half, group of 2, 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 so 197 and a half, flying B, 4. Steers? $1. $5 and 10, and 100 on 10, 15, and 23, going to be 125, 25, 30, it'll get 35, it'll get 35, 40, 140, 145, 150, $55, $60, $65, 170, 170, and $70, it'll get 70, 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 sold 165 S13. $75, 75, 75, 80, 82 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, 90, 92 and a half, 95, and 95, 95, 97 and a half, 97 and a half, 97 and a half, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, 2 and a half, and 202 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, down 1 3, 205, 35, 25, 25, and 235, and 235, now 5, 5, 5, 5, so 203 given. Bull one here, $1.50. $1.55, 60, now 5, now 70, now 5, 180, age give 80, 85, 87, 87, group of 90, group of 2, 95, and 97, 97, group of 2, 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 group of 205, 205, 201, 2, 202, 201, 2, low you're out, 202, 3. 202, 3, and 202, 3, 4, and 204, and 203, 4, 5, and 205, 6 here, 5, group of 206, and now 6, 7, and 7, and 7, $8, and 2, 7, 8, 3, 8, 9, down high, group of 9, group of 9, and I sold 208, whole 7, X, 7X.
Steer or heifer? 700-pound heifer calf.
Heifer calf?
Yeah. $3. Somewhere around $3. Yes, sir. All right, thank you.
Heifer calf, $3. Heifer yearling, 330, 350.
Most of the time they don't know what they got.
Yeah, I get them too.
I think Robin does it. Just sticks it funny.
Or I'll get the calls that's got 80.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Outside.
$1.50. $1. 50 cents a pound. 50 cents a pound. 60 cents a pound. 70. 70 Lou. 80. 90. $1. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. Sold 170 whole 6X. $2, Rob. 2.5, and 2.5, 5, and 2, 5, 7, 10, group 210, 210, 12, 210, 12, 15, and 15, 30, 50, 50, 50, 15, and 50, 50, 50, 50, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 50, and 17, 16, 17, and 17, and 17, 18, 18, 19, and 19, 20, and 220, group 20, and 20, 220, and 19, group 20, but 20 there, group 20, but 20 there, here, given bull, 219. $1.05, and $100 here, good 105, good 5 and 10, good 10, good 15, good 20, good 5, good 25 and 30, and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, $1.40, 40, 45, and 45, 45, 45, 50, $1.50, 30, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50 here, Brad, 145 D1. $2. 2.5 and 2.5. We get 2.5, 2.5, we get 2.5, group 2.5, we get 5 and half 5, we get 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 10 and 210, 210, 210 and 210, 210, 11 and 210, 11, 11, 210, 11, 11, 11, 12. 8, 11, 2, 11, 2, 11, 2, 11, 2, and 12 and now 12 and 11, group 12 and 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 13, group $13 and 2, 12 and 13, we get 13 and 13, giving bull 212. $1,200. Because they've had them all year. As good as the grass is this year. Okay, boo, $1.85, 85, 87, 87, we get 90, we get 2.5, we get 95, 7.5, group of 2, group of 2.5, group of 201, and 203, we get 3, we get 35, and 25, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, and half 5, we get 5, 24, now 5, 205, and half 4, we get 5, and 2, 4, now 5, we get 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 5, here, whole, 204, 7.
Is it all three of them? Somebody wants to buy sell choice. Somebody wants them. They're pretty nice.
I ain't selling no choice.
Anybody want them? You won't have them out. 64.72.
$1.75. 75, 77 and a half, 75, 77, group 80, 182 and a half, group 2 and a half, 82, 50, 85, 85, 87, 87, 87, 87, and 90, 190, 2 and a half, 91, 3, and 93, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 93, 95, 3, 5, 7, and 97, 97, 97, 96, 7, and 97, 97, 90, 90, 90, 99, and 99, bit of a 9, 99, 98, 99, now 2, and 99, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 95, 2, and 199, group 2, now 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, 199, group 2, sold, 199, whole 7. $75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 77, 750, and 70, 70, now 80, and 181, 83, 85, 85, 85, 83, 85, 7, 87, 89, 89, 91, 93, and 93, 93, and 91, 93, 95, and 95, 95, 95, 95, 97, and 97, 97, 96, 7, and 97, 98, 99, 99, 99, group 98, 99, so 198, whole 7. $2, 2.5, and 2, 2.5, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, group 2.5, group 2.5, we get 2.5, group 2, 250, and 2.5, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, we get 2 here, $1.75, 180, now 5, 185, now 90, 2.5, 91, 3, 93, 5, and 95 here, 95, 93, 95, we get 95, 95, 95, 93, we get 5, 93, we get 5, 93, we get 5, Cabinet Bull, 193. $85, 85, 85, and 90, and 95, 95, 95, and 2, group of 2, group of 2, 95, 92, and 95, and 2, group of 2, group of 2, group of 2, 197 and a half, 2, and 97, group of 2, 2 and a half, group of 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 250, and 202 and a half, group of 2 and a half, 5, and 205 and a half, 750, and 7, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 750, and 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, group of 7 and a half here, sort of a 205, Gibbon Bull. $2. 2 and a half, 5, and 2 5, 7, 210, 12 of 212 of 210, 11, and 11, 12, 11, 12, 30, 30, 4, 4, 15, $15, and 215, and 15, 15, 16, and $16, 15, and 16, 16, 60, sold, 215, Gibbon Boo. $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 60, and 70, 70, 170, 172 and a half, 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 72.50, and 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 72.50, 72 and a half, 172 and a half. Cavness, 170 bull. $175, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 175, and 77, group of 80, 2 and a half, group of 2 and a half, 5, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, Luger 5, 83, 85, 85, 87, 87, 87, 87, 85, 87, 67, 87, 88, and now 88, 85, 90, 90, 90, 191, and 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 190, all 7. $195, 95, 95, 95, 95, 97, 97, 97, 97, 97, 97, 92, and 97, group of 2 and a half, 2 and a half, what about 1, 201, and 201, 2, and 202, group of 2, group of 2, group of 2, group of 2, group of 202, and 202, 3, and 2, group of 203, and 202, group of 202, 3, Gibbon Bull, 202. $175, 75, 77, 75, 77, group of 80, 2 and a half, group of 85, 87 and a half, 187 and 90, and 90, 2 and a half, 92, 55, and 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, whole, 192 and a half, 7. Twos and threes are all open. They're not checked. I bet they're open. That's why they're here. What do you want to bet? $1.85. 185, and $185 there, go to 85, 85, 85, and 90, 95, and 95, 95, 95, and 2, go to 205, go to 205, go to 210, go to 210, 210, 15, and 215, 20, and 220, 225, 225, 2 and a quarter, 530, and 230, 235, and 35, 40, go to 245, and 45, 45, 45, 245, and 45, go to 245, 50, and 250, go to 50, 245, 550, and 250, go to 50, go to 50, go to 50, go to 50 here, so 245. 5S 11X. Family time, they get 3, have 1, and 31, and 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 32, 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, 31, 2, 32, 32, and 2, 3, and 33, we get 34, we get 34, we get 33, 4, and 5, and 35, 36, and 35, go to 6, 7, and 37, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 6, 7, and 36, 7, and 37, and 7, 7, 7, 36, 7, everybody's out, 36, 7, internet you're out, 36, 7, 36, 7, 36, 7, and 36, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, $8, and 37, 7, 8, now 9, and 3900, and 30, hey, good 900, 30, hey, good 900, 30, hey, give 9, and 39, we get 39, we get 39, we get 38, you're out of line, 30, 900, 38, give 9, 38, 900, Coy, 3800, 5. Here's a 4-year-old pair. No, 2000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100, 2100, 2100, 2100, 1500 of that pair, 1600, 17, get 1700, 1800, 18, going to be 17, 18, 17, going to be 18, 17, going to be 18, 19, 1900, 18, 19, 18, going to be 19, going to be 19, going to be 19, going to be 18, going to be 19, going to be 18, going to be 1900, sold 1800. Derek Moore. $1,500. 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half here, 16, 17, 1700, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, and 19, 18, 19, 18, 19, and 19, 19, 19, 18, 1900, 18, 19, 18, 19, 18, 19, Ricardo, 1800. Nine-year-old family. 2,500 and 25, 25 and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 600 and 25. Going to be 6, 7 and 7, and 7 of 8, 27 of 8, 27 of 8, 9, 3,000, 3 and 25, 3,000, half 3 and 3,000 and a half and 30, 50, 30, 50, 30, 50, 50 and 30, 50 and a half. Going to be 3,050 and 30, 50, 50 and a half. Going to be 350, 30 and a half, 3,050 and 3,050 and 1 and 31, 31, 31, 131 and a half and 31 and a half, 31 and a half, 31 and a half, 31 and a half. Going to be 31 and a half, going to be 31 and a half. Sold out 3,100 Ricardo. Ten-year-old pair, 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, and 2100, 21, 22, 22, and 3, 23, 4, 5, 6, 25, 600, and 25, 600, and 25, going to be 600, 25, going to be 600, 25, going to be 20, 600, and 25, going to be 20, 600, 25, going to be 6, 25, 2600, 6, 7. 27, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, 2600 now, 7 sold, 2600 TK3. 9x3. Let's just sell this cow. She's 9-year-old. She's 3 months bred. $1.50. $2.50, 50, 2.5, 52.5, 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, I'm going to be 60, 2.5, 2.5, whatever, 1, 2, and 2, and 61, 2, 3, 4, 64, 65, and 65, 600, and 66, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 66, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, hi, daughter, and how, hey, sir, and how, hey, daughter, and how, hi, 9, 9, now, someday, 170, and have 1, and 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71 now, one sold. 170 Chris, 55. Pretty good little calf, guys, right there. Who give $1,000? 1,000, 1,100 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. Going to be 1,250, 12 and a half. You're out of line. 12 and a half. You're out of line. 1,300, 1,300. 12 and a half, 13, and 12 and a half, going to be 13, 13, 12 and a half, going to be 13, 13, 13, 12 and a half, 1,300, and 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 12 and a half, going to be 13, Giovanni, 1,250. You're a young bear, guys. Baby with a baby. 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100, 2100, 2100, 2100, 2100, and 21, and 2100, and 2000, able to get to 21, and 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, get 221, go to 2, yes sir, 2, 3, and 23, 4, and 23, able to get 4, go to 23, now 4, 23, able to get 4, and 23, able to get 4, now 5, and 25, 6, and 25, 6, 7, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 2,700, go to 2,700, and you're out, 2,700, 26, now 7, 27, 27, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, 126, 7, 107, here you're going to be 700, so 2,600, Schweitzer. Yeah, $2 a pound. $2 a pound. He can trot. $1 a pound. $1 a pound. You guys want to help me out? $1? You got $1? 50? 60 cents a pound. 60 cents a pound. 70, 80, 90, $1. What about 95? 95 cents a pound. So what about 90 cents a pound? Ricardo. He lost lots of money. You got a hole?
Taco truck.
Here's some families. Oh, yeah. 5 and 6 year olds. 5 and 6 year old cows right there, here, 3,100, and 31, and 31, hold your gate, and 3,100, and 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 32, and 32, 32, 33, 33, 34, you get 34, 5, and 3,500, and 34 and a half, going to be 34 and a half, going to be 34 and a half, going to be 34, 50, and 34 and a half, going to get 34 and a half, going to be 34 and a 5, and 35, and 35, and 35, 50, and 35 and a van, 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 going to be 35, 50, and 35 and a van, going to be 35, 50, and 35 and a van, 35 of the van, 35 of the van, 35, 50, and 35 of the van, going to be 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 35, going to be half, 35 and a half, 35, 50, sold them 3,500 TK3. 2,500 and 25 and 25 and 25, 25, 25, 2,500, 25, 25, 2,600 and 25. Going to be 6, 7 and 7, 28, 25, 3 and 25, 3 and 25, 3,000 and 25, 3 and 2,900, 3,000, 3,000. Going to be 25, 3,000, 3 and 25, 3,000, 2950 and down to 950 and 20, down to going to be 20, down to going to be 20, down to 20, going to be half. Sold them 2,900. Ricardo. Eight-year-old, the baby's just come up a little bit sore-footed. Got a little foot rot, maybe. 2,500. 25, and 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 2,500, and 25, and 2,500, you're going to be 2,500 here, 25, 25, 25, 25, 2,500 here, you're going to be 2,500, and 25, and 2,500, 2,000, 2,100, and 21, 21, 2, and 22, 3, and 23, you're going to be 23, you're going to be 23, 3, 23, 3, 22, 50, now 3, now half, 23 and a half, you're out of here, now 4, 24, 2,400, Andrew, 24 and a half, now 5, now half, 25 and a half, 2,600, 2,600, Andy, 2,600, 25 and a half, going to be 26 and a half, 26 and a half, and 26 and a half, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, 2,700, Andy, and 2,700, even to get 2,700, even to get 2,700, and 27, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 700, and 2,700, 27, sold, 26 and a half, Ricardo. Well, cow's got a little watery eyes, should be on there, $1.50. $2 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 50, 1, 50, 51, 50, 51, 1, 2, 51, 53, 53, 54, 54, 55, and 55, going to be 655, going to be 6, 55, 56, 55, 56, 7, and 57 away, 57 away, going to be 9, going to be 9, 60, and 1, has to get 1, going to 2, going to be 3, going to 2, going to be 1, 2, 61, 2, has to get 1, going to be 2, going to 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, 61, 2, going to be 2, great, 161, 5X. Lump jaw. $1. $5 and $105 here. Go to 105, 105, 105 and 105 and 10. Go to 110, 15, 20, 125, 130 and 35 and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, 140. Now 5, 145, 50, $1.50, $1.45, 50. D, 145, 1. $1.50. 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, and 55, 57, 57, going to be 60, 60, 67, 60, and 7 now 68, 9, and down $9 now 60, there going to be 60, 60, 60, sold 159 S5. Better cow. Brother, one of them red Angus or Simmental bulls. 3x7 plus 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 4, and half 4. Jiggy 5, now 6, 27, 2,800, 2,800, 28, now 9, 2,900, now 3, 3,000, 3. 25, 3, and 25, 3,001, and 31, 32, and 32, 32, 32, 33, and 33, 34, and 34, 34, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 3,500, and 34, 35, 35, 35, 35, 34, sold 3,400, Schweitzer. $1.50. 52 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, 60, now 2 and a half, 1, 3, and now 5, 6, 7, and 7, 7, 5, and 7, 9, 167 high, and now 7, good to be 9, Todd, good to be 9, here, good to be 9, Todd, good to be 9, here, good to be 9. Sold 167, Gibbon. $2 old. She's open, guys. 2 1/4. 225 and 225 and 25, 35 and 35, 42, 45, 45, 50, 255 and 55, 60, 260, 260 and 260 there, 260, 260 and 260 there, Chris, 255, 7X. $75, you $75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 77, 77, 750, and now 80, you give 80, 180, good to be 180, 180, 182 and a half, 81, 3, 83, 81, 83, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 7, 87 here, 87 here, 85, good to be 87 here, good to be 7, give him both 185. $3 old here, $75.80. 175, give 80, and 75, and 75, 75, 75, 75, 80, 85 here, 85, 85, and 90, 95, 95, 95, 95, and 2, group of 2, and 95, $2 here, 95, group of 2, group of 195, group of 2, now 5, 205, 210. 210 online, 210, and 210, 210, group of 210, 210, bit of 10, group of 10, group of 10, Chris, 205, 8X, pin with the 7Xs. 10 years and 5 months. Good little bag, guys. 2,000. 2,100 and 21 and 21 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, now 1 and 2,100 now 2, 3 and 23, 23, 2250 now 3 and 23 and a half, 23 and a half, 24 and 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 5 and 2,500 and 25, 25, 25, so 24 and a half, Chris 16. Five years, and she's 4 months bred. 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, and 21, bit of a 1, 2, go to 20, 100, and 21, 2, and 23, go to 3, go to 23, go to 23, 4, and 24, 23, 24, 23, go to 4, 23, go 4, 23, go 4, 23, go 4, and 2,400, and 23, go 400, go to 23, 400, 23, go 4, Chandler, 2,300. Where you been all summer? All summer? Yeah. About an inch. Good. Good, good. Old cow, $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 75, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, gray 5, 155. $1.05 and $105 here. Go to 105. Go 5. Go 5. Go 5. Go 5. Go 5. Go 5. 105. $110. Go to 110. 15. 120. 125. 125. Go 30. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. Go 30. 40. 145. Go 45. Go 45. Go 45. Go 45. Go to 5. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. Go 5 here. 45. Go 5. 140. Yes. 4X. $1.60. 2.5. You 2. 2.5. 2.5. 3. 4. 64. 65. 66. 7. 7. 9. 70. 170. 170. And 970. 70. 70. Grade 10. 169. $2 and she's open. Who give $1.50 a pound? $1.50, 60, 70. 170 give 80. 170 give 80 and 70 80 $1.70 going to be 80 pound 90 now 2 going to be 210 going to be 210 210 210 and 210 510 210 210 and 10 bit of 10 going to be 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 10 bit of 10 so 205 showtime 5 years and she's 2 months bred 2000 2100 and 21 and 21 21 21 21 21 21 and 23 and 23 23 4 and 23 50 and 23 and 4 and 24 and going to be 24 and going to be 25 and going to be 26 and 7 and 27 and 750 now 8 now 9 and now going to be 29 3 and 3000 and 3 you're out Andy 3000 and 3 and 29 and 3 and 3001 and 31 31 30 you out William 3100 3100 3100 and 3100 31 and 3100 31 31 31 31 31 35 3100 I sold her 3000 Andy LaFoe $1.50 55 55 55 55 55 55 75 55 57 55 57 57 60 $1.60 and 60 there 160 2.5 5 as it get yeah Jeff 65 7.5 67.5 67.5 Booker 165 6 years old. She's 7 months bred. Another one of those Ledbetter guys. Bred to Red Angus or Simmental Bulls. 2000. 2100 and 21 and 25. We get 2, 23. We get 3 and 4. We get 5. Going to be 26, 7, 8, 9, 3. 3003. 25. We get 3. 25. We get 3. 3,000. You got up here. 3,000. We get 3. 25. We get 3,000. We get 3,000. We get 3,000. We get 3. 25. We get 3. Now 1. 3,100. Braden. 31, 3,100 online, you're out. 3,100 and 31, 2 and 32, 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, 31, 2, 35, 2, man, 2, so 3,100, Braden Lancaster. Put it on Andy LaFoe. Thought so. Just making sure. $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, bad knee, $1.55 and 55, 65, and 70, 170, 170, 170, 170, 175, 175, 180, 180, 177.5, now 80, 180, 2.5, 82 and a half here, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85 here, 87.5, 87 and a half here, 87 and a half here, so 185, hole 7, 6. 6X. $125, $1.25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 5, here, 30, and 25, we get 30, 25, we get 30, 25, we get 30, 25, we get 30, we get 30, we get 30, 25, 30, now 5, 35, 40, 140, now 5, 145, and 42, 50, and 40, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, D, 140 on 1. $10 years old, she's 7 months bred. 1,500. 15 and a half, 15 and a half here, half here, half and a half here, going to be 15 and a half, and 16 and a half here, now 17, 17, 18, 1800, and 17 of 18, 18, got him, 18, 19, and 19, 2, and 2000 here, 1, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100 here, half 1, and 2100 here, 1, 21, 21, 2100, and 2100 here, 100 here, 1, sold 2050 on Chandler. Dollar pound, 105. You get 5. You get 5 here, 5 here. 5, you get 5, you get 5, you get 5, and 10. Go to 10, 15. You get 20, 5, and 20, 30, you get 30, 30, 30, 5 here. Go to 35, you get 30, 5. You get 35 here, 5 here, 5 here now, 5. So 130 S4X. Well, yeah, if you need to, Coy, it's driving you crazy. Get them.
You're going to forget about them.
I already did a long time ago.
See?
What's his last name? Harland Henderson. Dollar pound. Dollar 5 and 105, 105, you get 5, you get 5 and 10, go to 10, you get 15, 115, 20, and 20 now 5, 125, you get 30, you get 35, go to 35 and 40, go to 140 and 5, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, go to 145, you get 145, so 140 S4X. That's the reason I brought that calf in here today. I didn't want him.
I think so.
Dollar. 105 and 105 here, 105, you get 5, you get 5 and 10, go to 10, you get 15, go to 120, now 20, now 5, and 20 and 30, you get 30, you get 35, 35, 40, 140, 145, and 45, 45, 45, you get 5, you get 5, you get 50. $50, 5.
I would say close.
Sold 150 S4X. $125. Yeah, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 30, we get 30, going to be 25, we get 30, 25, we get 30, now 5 here, 35, 40, another 40, we get 40, now 40, 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, sold 135 S4X. Tag number, please. Can you guys read it? Is it on or? Yeah. Have to get it in the back. Yeah. 185, 85, there, good 85, 85, 85, 87, 87, 90, and 90, 90, 92, 92, 50, 92, 91, 3, and 93, 5, and 95, 95, 97, 97, 97, 99, 99, 2, and 99, good 2, 1, and 2, 1, 2, now 201, now 2, and 202, 3, and 2 to 3, good 203, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 205, 205, and 4, 5, 5, 204, 5, give him bull, 204. Looks like another one of those Ledbetter cows. 4 years and 5 months. Yes, she is. 2,500 and 25 and 25 and 25, 600 and 25. Going to be 6, 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 26, 7 and 6, 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 27. Maybe to get 9, maybe to get 3 and 1 and 32, 32, 3 and 32, 33, 32, 33, 33, 4 and 34. Now 33, maybe to get 4, 33, maybe to get 4, 33, maybe to get 4, 33, maybe to get 4 and 30, 400. You guys are all out. 3,400 and 33, 400, 33, get 4 and 33, 400, 33, maybe to get 4, 33, maybe to get 4, 33, maybe to get 4. William, 3,300, Flying B, 4. 5 by 5 plus, 5 by 5 plus, 2,500, 25. Put the last one on number 1 lid, last one on number 1. 5 by 5, right there, you're going to be 25, 2,500, and 25, yeah, 25, and 25, 25, 25, 600, and 25, you're going to be 6, 7, and 27, you're going to be heavy to get 9, to get 9, and 20, you're going to be 900, and 20, you're going to be 900, now 9, now 3, now 1, and 31, 31, 31, half 1, and 31, 31, 31, half, 31, half, 31, half, 31, 50, and 31 half, and 31 half, 31 half, 31 half, sold, 3,100 koi, 3,100 koi on number 6. $150, 52 and a half, and 5, and 55, 57, 57, going to be 60, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, 170, 70, 70, going to be 170, going to be 171. Want to do it? So 170 S5. Full of what? Full of it? How was the fishing with the weather so cold this weekend? The last one's at S5. You didn't go? 6 by 3. $1.50. $1.55. Yeah, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 60, and now 60, 60, 60, going to be 61. As it get 1, 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 now 101 here, 61 sold, 160. Booker. Five by 7. 5 years and 7 months. 2,000. 2,100. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2, we get 3, we get 3, and 4, we get 5, we get 26, 7, 8, 27, give 8, 9, 3, now 1, 2, 3,200, 31, 2, 31, 2, 3, 33, we get 4, 34, William out, 33, we get 4, 33, we get 4, 33, we get 4, Brains in at 33, going to be 34, William, 3,400. 33 to get 4 and 33 400 and 33 to get 400 33 to get 400 33 to get 400 33 to get 4 sold 3,300 Andy LaFoe. Weigh this cow here $1.50 $1.52 and a half 55 and 57 to 57 to going to be 60 and half one and to get 1 going to be 2 to get 3 to get 3 and 3 to get 3 to get 3 and 2 to get 3 64 and to get 4 to get 4 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 66 cutter and to get 5 6 7 and 7 7 7 8 daughter and how hate sir and how hate and 9 to get 9 here going to be 9 daughter to get 9 here gray 167 on number 10. Nine by 6, and she's got a bump down low and below her left ear. 9 years old. She's 6 months. 2,000. 2,100 and 21 and 21 and 20 and 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 2100 and 2100 and 2100 and 2100 going to be 2100 21 22 21 give 2 and 21 going to be 222 to get 3 and 23 to get 3 24 and 24 what about a half now 4 2400 and 23 and a half 400 going to be 24 and 24 going to be 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 4 sold 23 and a half Chandler. $1.52 and a half. You two and a half. 55, 57, about 60. Now one. As they get 1, 3, get 3, 5, get about 67. And 7, 7, 5, 7. As they get about 7, 7, 7, $8. And now hey sir, and now hey there, going to be 7. Hey there, hey there, hey there, Booker. 167. $120. 125, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125 and 35 and 37 and a half and 35, 37 and 40, going to get 42 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 250 and 42 and a half here, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a gray, 140 on 5X. 45, 45, 145, and 47, and 50, 52, 55, 55, 55, 7, 57, going to be 60, 60, now 60, and 7, going to be 160, it's 60 there, 161, and 61 down to, going to be 2, get your man 2, 3, and 3, get 3, get 3, and 2, 3, get 3, get 3, that 4, and 63, 4, 63, 64, Brad, and 3, get 4, get 4, get 4, get 4, now, Bro, now 4 here, S, 163, 5. 3 no pun, $1.80. 180, 90, 80, 90, 91, 91, 90, 180, 90, 80, 90, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, and 2, group 2, and 5, group 205, group 205, and 2 and 5 here, 5, and 10, group 210, 15, and 15, 50, 15 here, 20, and 220, 5, and 225 here, 5, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 5 here, sold, 220, Ricardo. $1.50. 55, 55, 57, 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 62 and a half, get 2 and a half, get 2 and a half, get 5, and get 5, and get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 67 and a half, 67 and a half, here 70, and now 70, get 71, and 70, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, 71, so 170 on Booker, 170. 135, 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 40, get 2 and a half, get 5, get 7, get 50, get 2 and a half, get 5, get 7, get 60, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, get 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 2 and a half, 5, now 5, now 65, and 2 and a half, get 5, get 5, get 5, get 5, Brad, 62 and a half, 1. I forgot about him. Hold up. Hey. Oh, my. Oh, that's just an old brand. One 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 35, 37, 35, 35, 35, 35, dollar a pound. 105, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 140. D, 135, 1. She's 8x4. She crippled. She 8x4. $1.20. 125, 30. 135, 40. 145. 145. 145. It'll get 50. 152 and a half. 52 and a half. And 55. And 55. And 55. 55. 75. 57. 57. 57. 57 and a half. And 57 and a half. 60. $1.60. $1.62 and a half. Now 5. 165. Sold 162 and a half. Ricardo. 5x3. 2,000 and 2,100 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100 100 1 and 2,100 now 2 and 21 2 and 21 2 3 and 23 4 and 24 23 4 and 24 5 25 125 down the line 2,500 and 25 6 and 25 going to be 630 both out 25 2,600 25 and a half now 26 William 2,600 and a half 26 and a half, 2,600 and a half, now 7, 2,700 and 27 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 and 2750 and 27 and a half, 27 and a half here, half here, half here, half here, half. So that 2,700 Flying B on number 1, I think. 1. 6 years and she's 7 months bred. Her bag's just okay, not great, but not just horrible. 2,000, 6x7, 2,100 and 21 and 21 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2. You're going to be 22, 3 and 23, 4, 24, 24, 2,500 and 24, you get 5 and 25, 6, 2,600, 25. You're going to be 6, 7, 2,700, 2,800, 2,800 William, 2,800, now 9, 29 Andy, 2,900. 20, 900, and 20, 900, 2,900, and you got 29, now 3, 3,000, William, 3,000, 3, 25, 3, and 3,000, 3,000, and going to be 25, 3,000, and going to be 25, 3,000, 3, LaFoe, 2,900. 5 years and 5 months on this cow here, 2,500, 25, 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 50, and 25, going to be 25, going to be 25, going to be 25, going to be 25, 50, and 25 and a half here, 2,000, 2,100, and 21, and 21, 21, 21, 2, 3, 23, 24, 24, 25, 2,500, and 24 and a half, and 24 and a half, 5, and 2,500, 4 and a half, 5, 24 and a half, 5, 24 and a half, 5, 2,500, and 25, and 2,500 here, 4 and a half, 500 here, now 505 here, 5. You get 5, ma'am, 25. Chandler, 24 and a half. Probably. 5x7. 5x7 plus 2,500. 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 2,500, 2,500, 25, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 800, and 27, going to be 2,800, and 9, and then 9, going to get 3, and have 1, and 3,100, William, yeah, 3,100, I got 3, and have 1, and 31, 2, and 32, 31, 32, 31, 2, Andy, yeah, 3,200, 3,200, Andy, 3,200, and 31, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 31, 2, 3, 33, William, 32.53, William Rout. 32,300, 33.3, and 33.32, 33.3, LaFoe, 3,200. $1.50. $1.55, yeah, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 2.5, 5, and 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 50, yeah, 57 and a half here, 57 and a half here, 155, 5. $1.50, 4-year-old, $1.55, 55, yeah, 55 now, 60, 55, 65, 70, 100, 70, 100, 75, 75, 80, 80, 75, 80, and 75, give 80, and 75, 80, 75, go to 80, give 80, 75, go to 80 here, grade 10, 175 on 9. Eight-year-old, 4 months bred. 10 by 4. 10 by 4. Who give 1,000 on this little old cow? 1,000, 1,100, and 10, 11. You 10, 11, 10, 11, 11, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 11, 11, 12, 100, 12, 100, 12, Bob, 1,200, 11, 1,200, 11, 1,200, 11, 1,200, 1,200 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 1,300, 1,300, 1,300, 13 and a half, 1,400, 14, 14, showtime, 13 and a half. 8 by 5. 8-year-old, she's 5 months bred. 2,500, 25, and 25, 6, 7, and 6, 7, and 7 of 8, 27 of 8, 27 of 8, 27 of 8, 27 of 8, 2,800, and 27, going to be 2,800, going to be 27, going to be 2,800, and 27, going to be 2,800, 27, going to be 8, sold her 2,700, Crivonic. $1.50. 52 and a half, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 6 and a half, 7 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 and a half, Jeffrey out, and 67 and a half, and 67 and a half here, a little bit of a half here, a little bit of a less, 165, 4X. Seven years and 4 months, $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, and 5, and 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, 55 here, 65, 65, 65 here now, 70, 170, 170, and 75, and 75 here, 175 here, 175, sold 170, grade 10. $8 by 3. $1.50. $1.50, 2 and a half. 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 55, 7, 57, 57, 57 and a half. 57 and a half here, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, sold 155, grade 15. Farms. 6 by 3 plus, 2,000. 6 by 3 plus 2,000, 2,100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100, and 2,100. Got them on little sharp babies, guys. We sold earlier those pairs. Here's one of them cows, guys. 2,100, 2,100, and 21, 21, 21, 21. Going to be 21, going to get 2,100, and 2,100 here. Going to be 1,500, 1,600. Just wire 15, 16, 17, 1,800. By the head, 18, 19. 19, 18, 19, 18, bit of a 19, bit of 18, 19. Sold her 1,800. What's the name? Ward? Deep Fork. Deep Fork. Gotcha. 2 by 3 plus 2,000. 2,100. 21 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100. Going to be 2,100 and 21, 21, 2,100. 2 by 3 plus 2,100. 2,100. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2,700, 2,700, 27, go to 8, now 9, 20, hey, to get 9, you're out, Chandler, 2,900, Flying B, 2,800 on number 1. Eight-year-old, she's 5 months bred, $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 55, and 70, 75, 72.50, and 72 and a half, 5, and 75 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75 here, cabinets, 172 and a half, straight. $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 75, 57, 57, 57, 60, and 2 and a half, we get 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 2 and a half, go to 2 and a half, 5, and 65, 750, and 67 and a half here, and a half here, go to be 67 and a half here, gray, 165, 9. $3 years old, $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 55, $1.55 here, 5 here, 5 here, 120. 125, 30, now 5, 40, 145, 145, 145, 45 here, 5 here, 45, 5 here, 45, and 45 here, 5 here, Bailey, 140 on Denny. $2,500 on the pair. She is a 5-year-old. She looks like she would hunt you down. We better just weigh this cow. I don't want to get nobody hurt. We don't have those anymore.
Pretty good.
$1.50 on the cow. $1.55, 7.5, 60. 2.5, 5. 7.5, 70. 170. 170 and 70, even to get 70, even to get 70, even to get 70. You're going to be 70. Cody, you real cowboy? Nope. Sold 167 and a half. Booker. There ain't no such thing no more. Matt used to be. Not no more.
We're selling cows here today. They'll bring 125 to 180. Futures up? I don't know.
You got to pay attention to these kind of things.
It's green.
I know it, me either. 350 a pound. 350, 60, and 350, 60, and 360, we get 370, we get 380, we get 380, 370, give 80, and 380, we get 380, 380, 90, 390, $4, 410, 410, 20, 410, 20. 410, 20, and 10, 20, 30, and 430, 40, and for 40, we get 440 a pound, 440, 440, you out of line, 440, 50, 450 a pound, 440, 50, and for 40, 50, we get 50, we get 50, for 40, we get 50, so 440, Giovanni. Four-year-olds, guys, are open. 3,000, 31, and 31, and 31, 31, 31, 31, 32, and 3,200, and 31, 2, 3, and 33, 33, 34, 34, 34, 34, 5, and 35, and 35, go to 6, and 3,600, and 35, go to 6, 7, and 37, 7, 7, 9, and 39, 39, 4, and 4,000, 4, and 39, 4, 1, 1, and 41, 41, 41, 41, 4,100, and 4,100, 41, 41, 41, 4,100, 4,100, 4,100, 41, 4,100, and 4,100, 4,100, Antonio out, 4,100, 4,100, 4,100, you out, Tad. 4,100 and 4,100, even get 4,100, even get 4,100, even get 41, sold 4,000. Flying B on number. Put him on Coy, 10. I'll take him. $200, $250, $250, yeah, $250, $300, $300, even get 3, $350, $250, $300, 2.5, even get 3, now $350, 3.5, 3.5, $350, 3.5, 4, $400, 4.5, $500, $500, $550, $550, $550, Collins. What about you? 550. Sold. 500, Chandler. Huh? You want them? Eight. Put those Coy 10s on Chris 8.
You can't be scared of that little thing.
I'm not scared. I just try to pull me down.
One and twos, are they bred? Open. They're open, guys, right there here. $1.50. $1.55. Yeah, 55. Now 55, 60. 55, 70. 55, 80. 81, 85. 85, 85, 90. And 95. And 95, 95, 95, 2. Go to 2, 5. Go to 2, 05. Go to 2, 10. And 210, 210, 15. And 15, 20, 225. 225, 30. 230, 230. And 25, 535. 235, 40. 245. 245, 50, 255, 255, 60, 265, and 70, we get 275, and 275 here, 275, 275, 275, 5, so 270, Chris, 7X. 2 and a 4-year-old. 2 and a 4-year-old guys right there here, 3,000. 30, 100, and 31, and 31, 31, 31, 32, and 32, 33, 34, 34, 35, 35, 34, 5 here, 34, 5, 34 to 5, 34 to 5, 35, 6, 35, 6, 7, and 37, I'm going to get 37, I'm going to get 37, I'm going to get 37, and 6, 7, and 37, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 36, 7, and 37, 800, 3,800, 37, give 8, and 3,800, I'm going to get 3,800, I'm going to get 30, 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 I'm going to get 3,800, 37, I'm going to be 8. Chris, 3,700 on 8. $1.50. $1.50, 2.5, and 50, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, go to 2.5, 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 50, and 57, 57, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 57 1/2 here, given 155x. They're done on the south side. Nothing on the north side. Well, that's going to be it for a cow Saturday. Thank you, cow buyers, for being here. Y'all have a good week. We'll do it again tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the a.m. She's been that way since she was probably born, you know it? Need to go. Need to take her home, but my trailer didn't have a rollout on it yesterday, but I don't think it's holding air.